Yeah, I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this in.
God damn.
Touchdown.
God damn. That nigga just turned around and launched that bitch like.
Strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms.
Wow.
Because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
Wow.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That motherfucker launched that bitch. That shit was, I was like, damn. And I think I had it. I said the other dark blue.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Spot. No. Check nine. Bang.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
12, here we go. 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. That one goes for 8 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. One, Omaha. Hey, 4 down. Watch it.
Garoppolo now. Gets this one left side to Pettis.
Oh, shit.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Come on, Pettis, you gotta make
A
that,
big
baby.
play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
He ain't about to get no lucky
McKinnon
like that.
taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
This is all fucked up, I swear. And dumb fucked up, yes.
Can you just give me a charger?
My charger's right there, look.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
That's a good slip.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
Check down.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Mahomes on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a terrific return as he'll take it up.
This motherfucker Mahomes.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They begin the drive with Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Two.
7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Any team that runs the toss,
I'm right here. Where are you scared?
that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
The charger right there, baby, look. Go use my charger.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Give me that ball, 12, fellas, here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Oh,
and
my
this
God,
one
he
goes
does
nowhere.
not fiddle.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Well, you want to use my charger? Use it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
It's right there by the plug.
I got you, I got you. Big end. Check three.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
13. Check the backer. 11.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Here we go. White. 180! Strong right. Hey, Zoo. Hey, go. I got 11. Black. Kill.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Good, able to haul it in. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. A strong
Right, where you want to
tackle
wrestle?
on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
You want to use my charges
7
right there,
yards on
Brett?
the
Look.
pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, you so
Second quarter,
lazy.
2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jarek McKinnon.
Got that cover for a drop, too.
Second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Yeah, it's nighttime, baby.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ah! Fuck! Can you give me a napkin? What is...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied.
Oh, I was there.
Taken in by Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a
Bro,
first
can you go
down.
give me a napkin, 2 napkins?
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first
Bro, can
catch,
you give me a
first
napkin?
target. They give him 4 yards there.
In
It'll
the
be
bathroom?
2nd and 6. On second down, it's Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I'll try.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Look, I don't know.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't
Mommy
keep
needs to come
cook. You lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Are you hungry?
Right back to Coleman here on first down. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, he jumped it, you bastard.
Darren Lee picks it, and the return comes to a halt, 4-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
Got him back.
He's going to be intercepted a third time.
Let's go, Jimmy.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park and bunch.
Oh, bad.
He gets a little love, too.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. Like 80! Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jim. Under 10. 10. Hey.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 53 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Smith running right, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 33. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
It must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Switch. Check safety. 21.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Bro, I'm scared of the dark shit, boy. I'm right here.
On first down, McKinnon again. Room here to run. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon, and even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
All right, D. Wash your hands. Cut the light off.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't eating weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never on they right. I ain't changing my side, we in it for life.
When we came to Marco, you know what I mean? This was in school, my brother tragic. Before it wasn't even a part.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Undercrush.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
65.
On first down, Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check, walk 54. They're not ready for this, man.
From the gun, here's Locke. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Hey, exit.
After the sack on first down, Luck. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Quo. 11 feet. Hey, high 7.
Third and long, it's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Go.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They're going to go. It's Locke. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first and 10, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck's throw finding T.Y. Hilton complete and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Mack. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, Luck. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and they're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Coleman now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike's 50. 12. Hey, gun. Mike 50. I know he ain't got it.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up. Past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 23 yards the final tally. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Luck. Goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Luck.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Top dog. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
21.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. From left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
White.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They are going for it. It's locked. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. No.
Hey, alert.
On first down, Coleman. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Keep playing at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long in the pass. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Malcolm Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. To throw is Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And it's a good return here as he'll...
and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass dirt. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike 59, ready? You ready? It's out time, guys. Hey, South.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from... And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he will find Ridley on the left side.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Quan Alexander. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
21.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and long. It's Ryan. Going up top. And got his man complete. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Ryan. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On second down, Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check 26, 61, south.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 11. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
And that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
54's Mike.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! I got you.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Switch.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 57 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw is Ryan. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch the whip. Stick. Watch the
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, what? Hey, Charlie. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the slap. 2. Check. 2. 65. Double up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. On 1st down, Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch the 13. Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Let's get the ball. No, 66.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Wait, 20. Mike 54. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Check 4, check 4. Shit. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go.
On second down, Michel. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Wait, that 380. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, 66. Hey, over.
Throwing on second and 14. Brady, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quan Alexander. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
No, 66. Hey, 66.
From midfield, here's Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Alpha. Check it, reload. Switch. Go Bandit.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Line 20. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa. Let's get it. Rush in.
Brady gives to Michel. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
In the first quarter, now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
11.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Like 20.
Push him back.
Black.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Tevin Coleman. 70 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop it.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, 66.
Tight dog. Watch the move.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
ready to throw on second down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, it really in the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him coming in, but the reason they drafted him has a similar demeanor and talent to Eli Manning, and he's acquitting himself quite nicely in the early going. And Dwayne Haskins a little more up and down in Washington.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Sugar! Gold 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, Michelle. He will push his way down to about the 14. As he'll talk it third down.
Watch out.
Check it, reload.
They'll run with Michelle. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 36.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Check 43. 12.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
21.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again, it's Michel. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Brady now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 38 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gostkowski with the extra point. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, gun. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Right there. Hey, check it.
On the ground, this is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 29. Alpha. 59. Like the 59. Man, I got you.
They'll run it. This is Michel. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Let me do. Reset. Easy.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll punt it to the right sideline. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
13.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12, fellas, here we go.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Bravo! Shit!
Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Brady throwing complete to Dorsett. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Brady hitting Dorsett complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check, 72. Alert! Hey, 66.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 53 win now. Hey, high 7. Check it. Regular. He's coming. We got double up. Check it.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go. Motion. Check 23 win now. Fire.
He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. I would never get this off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Coleman. And he's got some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 44, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This one caught left side by Cooper. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this is caught. It's Cooper. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your defense.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 in the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports report. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, get in the way.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing? And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Sears right here. We got to step it up. Check 52. Orbit.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming for you, Mom. Check 4, check 4. 21.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 12.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, alert! I got this. 55. Hey, eat. Yeah. Watch the twist. 1, Omaha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
A gain of 30. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Here we go. 11. Check three.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Watch the shift. Check.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
2. It's just me and you. Check. Watch twist.
On first down, Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 13. Shoot. Watch out.
Now Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The sack by Robert Quinn. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Let's go, 11. Hey, gun. Take it. Hatchet. Joker.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 40 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49. So we're going to 52. 26.
They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
11. Hey, Haywood. 15, check 15.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more, and down to the 29-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
54. Here we go.
They'll run with Elliott, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now 3rd and 5.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Maher is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or deep pass another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brody. Shit, just broke my mic, man. I'm on the camera. I'm in the game right now, but my shit glitched, so I'm just right here watching it. He got caught in the vacuum. I ain't nothing but a bum, but I'm in this game, but it's glitched, so I'm just waiting for him to quit.
You're waiting for him to quit? Oh, I quit this game.
No, I'm not quitting. He needs to quit. I want to win. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on?
Shit, same here. Ain't shit going on. Trying to get this nigga to quit. And he came back, though. He came back. I hate the Cowboys, bro. These motherfuckers is cheating. I just did some bullshit. I threw a pick, came down, ran the ball with Zeke. Zeke punched every nigga down. He scored. I threw a pick, though. I didn't think he'd get it, but he got that motherfucker, though. Ronnie, you was in that Popeyes line?
I was in my...
You was in that Popeyes line?
Popeyes line? No.
Popeyes. You was at Popeyes? You was in the line getting a chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
How do you hear Ronnie like that?
You was at Chick-fil-A.
You was at Chick-fil-A, Ronnie? He said I had 2 Popeye sandwiches today. He a cold nigga, man.
My coworker went and got one, she went back and got another one.
Yeah. Hey, what you do? You had somebody in the barbershop go get him? Oh, everything. This nigga get everything in the barbershop.
I ain't heard not one person say that it wasn't.
Man, he didn't get anything in the barbershop, Patty. You hear what he just said? He said somebody in the barbershop could have some Popeye, some Popeye sandwiches. Like, you want a free cut, my nigga? Go get them sandwiches. Yeah.
Ow! Mommy?
What's...
I got it was today.
And that's what he did.
What you say, baby?
It was your fault.
My fault.
And he got back, he was next. Like he before you, my nigga, he got some sandwiches. Hey, how much are they? What they like $1 or something?
No.
A sandwich? Popeyes just made Popeyes probably made $50 million. I believe it. Damn. Just to outdo Chick-fil-A. What, Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A!
Oh, like some other shit, huh? Oh, they up they shit up, huh? Patty, you hear him? He said the nigga, he said there's 7 niggas in front of you. You might as well go to the Popeyes line. Under AC and shit. Sit under that AC, get you some chicken sandwiches and come back. Hey, you next. Nigga came back with chicken sandwiches. Like, yeah, you next, my boy. Hey, you're cut free, my boy. Come on, get in. Come on, my boy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just sitting right here waiting for this nigga to quit, man. Yeah. I hate the Cowboys. These motherfuckers is OD, man.
Oh no, I do see. I'm quitting by myself.
Little Lance. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's a beautiful airplane.
Yeah, they cold, my nigga. I see why these niggas play with them. Hey, I'm on like a 4-game winning streak. I just played the Chiefs. A nigga was running with Patrick Mahomes, bro, and threw like a 60-yard bomb on the run. Dot. I said, how the fuck? On the run, dog, 1 foot. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this nigga to quit.
Did you quit looking?
Hey, hey, that new dime blitz is cold, Ronnie. The 1-4-6, cover 2. That motherfucker blitz is cold. Hell yeah, that motherfucker cold out the dime, 1-4-6, big dime. That motherfucker gets in. I want to play Ultimate Team. I need a team, though. I want Marcus Allen. He look like he's a problem. He got Mert Hanks. That nigga Rody says 7 niggas in front of you. Might as well go sit in the Popeyes line.
Alright, this one is 25-7.
Alright, we can get out.
That was the corner looks like.
Patty, you and Brooke was knocked the fuck out. Brooke was over there sucking that couch.
Not the very deep. I'm just a girl. I'm a rookie boy.
Well, you ain't talking about nothing.
I am talking about something. There's so much to find. There's so much to find.
Look at my YouTube. I'm just sitting right here waiting for him to quit.
Sitting there to quit? Oh, that's gonna be embarrassing. If he quits, I quit too. What? What?
I mean, it's my server or something. It's my EA. This shit do this all the time. Little Weinstein.
I'm talking right now. I'm playing with my chair playing with your Brucky.
What are you talking about?
Don't sing the song.
Little Weinstein.
Ah!
We gonna give you away. That's what we gonna do to you.
Wait. What are you gonna do with me?
We gonna cook you.
No! I don't want to be cooked.
Patty, you wanna cook her?
No! I'm not
Make a
food.
nice tender piece of meat.
No! I'm not food. I'm not food.
You are food.
I am not food. I am not food.
You keep talking shit, you're gonna be cooked. Big ear butt.
No, I'm playing with my hair. But you need to be quiet. What? How did you say that?
Marcus Allen fumbling like a motherfucker. I knew you was about to fumble doing that shit. You about to add, what you about to tell them what your match is? Hey, Ronnie. Yeah. You know how like when they be running the ball and then they like pause and they just take off real fast? Like, you know how you running the ball, you running with the running back and you like do like a little quick little pause and take off? Yeah. I finally found out how to do that shit, man. Like when you running, like you just take your hands off everything and just hit the turbo again real hard. It's like a take it off and hit it real hard. It'll like pause and take off, like, and fuck up the main user. It's like you take your hands off everything and then real quick and then put your hands back on the whole remote and hold turbo. You get what I'm saying, kinda? Like I'm using the joysticks, I'm running, I take my hands off real quick and then put them back on and hit the turbo and keep going. I played a dude, I didn't throw the ball one time. I ran every play. He ain't want no part. I'm cool. Bro, he was cussing. Shorty there cussing. Let's cuss it.
Hey, Daddy. I want to be the boy's girlfriend.
No. You ain't about to be good.
I do have a 40 boyfriend with 40.
You ain't got no boyfriend, just sit your ass down.
I placed the order with Postmates, but I'm on the.
Look at your little. I'm gonna cook you.
No! Don't cook me. I'm a girl.
I don't care. You ain't get no boyfriend.
Let's get this started.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's go. So fun here. This is the incense too. So come on out of here. I'm so tired. Oh no! I can't go there. Oh, we can add someone in a show. Let's see what the schedule is. Let's see what the schedule is.
Shit. Hey, Andrew Luck retired, man. That's crazy.
I don't know about Here's the player.
Yeah, he said, fuck it. He already was paid anyway.
Okay.
No, he was paid anyway. He ain't gotta come back.
Need 4 of them.
Huh?
To make 4 seats.
Think so?
The cloud.
The claw. He could.
And Brooke, you can't be asking these people's girlfriend when I see what
What do they look like?
No,
You two motherfuckers. I'm gonna get rid of both of y'all.
The boy at my class.
The boy in your class. He said what?
He says, I'm your girlfriend. If you do not break with me, I'm going to tell your mom to.
Oh damn, that's what he said now?
What does he look like?
Wait. She said
He sound abusive.
He said if you'll be my girlfriend, I'm gonna tell your mom to whoop you. That's what they tell us. That's what she said.
What type of boyfriend is he?
Wait. Yo.
So you can't force me to be your girlfriend.
No, what happened with him?
What did you tell him?
I tell him, if you break up with your old friend, I'm gonna tell your mom to get a whoop.
Yeah, what's up with him?
Look, you have to tell him you can't force me to be your girlfriend, okay?
What are you doing? Security?
I knew that little boy like her.
He a doctor?
What is that?
It's the little boy with the hair like your daddy?
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
You say he fucking with CBD oils? Oh, he making that shit now? That's crazy. He gonna get his money, man. He a doctor?
Yeah, but you have to tell him.
Yeah, he gonna get his money. He about to be. He a doctor?
You have to tell him you can't force me to be your girlfriend. I have my own choice, okay?
Okay.
What's his name?
Damn.
Oh, he sounds like a boy.
He beyond rich.
Well, you have to tell him he can't force you, that you have your own choice, okay? You hear me?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna tolerate it for the first 48.
The little boy
With these crazy.
The little boy said, if you're not my girlfriend, I'm gonna tell your mama to whoop you.
I knew he was gonna like her.
What little boy?
If he got hair like he's light skinned, he's in her class.
How you know about this boy?
Because I seen him the first day of school. There's only 2 black boys in her class. He don't sit back here.
I need to walk her class. Huh?
Yeah, go inside.
They always playing out there. I'll be late to work. That's the only thing.
Go inside one day.
I need to see this. Only
He's
person.
not an ugly little boy. He's a cute little kid. I knew he was gonna like her.
Only person I see is Malaysia and her brother. They walk in together. Malaysia.
No, Malaya.
Malaya and her brother walking together.
Why do you keep calling her Malaysia?
Wait a second. Excuse me. You need me, like you,
You can't have no abusive boyfriend.
And my brother too. You have to drop with 3 of you, then you come back, and then I'll just help you goodbye.
You got in first grade and got bossy as a motherfucker.
You have to still go to work for a day.
Where you gonna go?
I'm going to go to the city and work with the city on tomorrow on Sundays. The Brookies Olympics of Sundays.
The Brook Olympics?
No, the Brookie Olympics.
Listen, bro, check this out. I don't know what you're talking about. Keep this up. You keep this up. He gonna be in a new house. He have a new parents. He have a new family. Keep this shit up. I don't know what's going on.
All these demands for new seats.
All this, oh man, they gonna be with a new family fast. Got a new family fast. Sage ain't working. I'm gonna throw that shit away. That shit stay.
Excuse me? No, I'm ready.
That shit stay. Oh, he quit finally.
Obedient.
Yay. He already
No, I'm on the chat with Rummy. He don't know I said that.
Man, play too. Said he quit.
You want to play?
Yeah.
You don't even know the name of this game, bro.
Madden.
Madden.
Madden. It looks like Aladdin.
It rhymes with Aladdin. It rhymes with Aladdin.
What did you say my name?
Huh?
Don't say like that, you pretty pink.
That's the shit you be saying. Coming at us like that.
Rick, I'm gonna have to meet this little boy. Try to be your boyfriend.
Hey, you approving this shit.
I don't approve of it. First it was, what's his name?
Rolex.
The other little clingy one with the curly hair. Last year.
Oh, Isaiah?
Yeah, now.
This little badass?
Now it's this other one.
No, Isaiah's good.
You gonna defend that? Come on, say he introduced himself.
My mom said she introduced.
What you got a certificate that day?
Isaiah introduced herself to my mom?
Yeah, then he walked up there. Okay. Introduced himself.
Like, hi, I'm Isaiah.
Yeah, like, excuse me, you back away? And when I went for her activity there, when they was all like clingy, following her around the time, I was like, can you leave her alone? Bruh, this stuff, you're only in first grade. I can't. Girl, get you a taser.
Ratchet ass up.
You don't understand. You're a guy.
I'm a recovered thotty.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley.
Oh, I got the same nigga.
Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football.
Oh, my nigga, I do not want to play you, bro. K. Harris, I just played you. I know you want to play me.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought to...
His gummies?
Uh-huh. That was so sweet.
Thank you, because I was going to blitz you, bruh. He was giving her gummies? I should try to...
Now I see where she getting them from. She already put that boys out of their fruit snacks.
I'm about to hit Monty, see if he want to play, bro. Who this nigga at?
Fruit snacks, she gonna be collecting my little stuff.
I'm about to hit this nigga Monty, see if he want to run.
Why do you put ice there? But I want it to be very green. Is this one healthy? It is not funny, you freaky boxy.
This girl over here watching her calories.
She gonna say, is that healthy?
Finessing the boys out of their fruit snacks. Coming home with extra snacks every day.
Get down. Hey, bro, she gonna say, she gonna ask is the liquor healthy?
Oh no, get ready!
You know damn well that liquor ain't healthy. Huh? No, but she gonna ask, is that healthy? No, I'm just saying, my daughter asked us, is that healthy?
Man. She's serious.
No, wine good. Wine how you fucked up.
Look at we created. And here I am wondering where all these little extra snacks are coming from last week.
Girl, she had extra snacks?
Yes, in her backpack, because I always shoot it every day.
Little boyfriend giving her snacks?
Well, at least it's not ugly.
Little boy ain't got no snacks every day. He said he's giving her the snacks. He hungry. This little boy crazy, man. This little school, man. Everybody go to that damn school. No, she was doing a front flip today. She was front flipping like boosh. She's doing little front flips. Oh, he get up every morning taking though. I be going in the morning. I go in the morning. He go with me.
Daddy,
No, Reggie's
I
crazy
want
though.
you. Daddy, I want you, my brother, and me, and I want my papa. Then you're gonna take me, and then you're gonna leave me there, and I'll go by myself. And then you go, and then we drive the car, and then we go home. Make a content, go swimming, make a content, take a shower, make a content, and go.
This is your list? Is you making your list?
Well, can you make it?
Yeah, Reggie be in the morning yelling at him. Get your ass in the car. Shit, I told you I'm gonna put there.
I be scared every time coming out because they be coming out and I be like trying to do out, stop.
Me and Reggie talk about the little girls in the building. It was like every time we look at their parents, they sneaking their boyfriends in.
Oh, that's what they be doing?
Yeah, they be sneaking their boyfriends in. Well, that one up there is pregnant. The young girl up there, she's pregnant.
For the one who's driving?
Yeah, her daughter. She like pregnant, 18, 18.
Oh, you said a bad word.
Yeah, she pregnant.
Well, I'm not there. I'm not happy about that.
By a little young nigga.
Ooh,
and then
the ones who used to hang out in the front right here?
Well, young niggas and then the other one in the back. She was sneaking her boyfriend and he like Mexican, white or something. White boy Mexican.
Oh, I used to see him.
I used to see him creeping in when I was off that time. I was off that month. Okay, the creeping in, I'm looking like.
Goes down in these apartments right here.
Oh, I'm at work. Nigga, boyfriend, yeah, alright. I ain't telling nobody.
I know they are pissed.
I ain't telling nobody.
Because they look young.
Well, I ain't gonna say one. The one in the back here, because she ain't pregnant. This one here.
I haven't seen her in a while.
The one up here, she might be a year older than that one in the back.
But they're young. They're not.
But she more mature though.
Yeah, but.
Because she drives.
Yeah, but her, right here, they not old.
That's what I'm saying. They might be like a little budge age. 18, 17, 18.
No, I'm talking about the parents. They look like they a little bit older than us.
Oh, the dude charging Mexican?
Yeah.
He might be my age of him. Is his
Yeah.
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Is but
Because it'd be another one too.
like the kids, I'm trying to understand the kids. So
That's their kid though.
All of them their kids together, or
It's a mama up here too. It's like a mama up there and another girl. Yeah, it's a lot.
so I can read.
Yeah. Ooh, I know they about to be pissed.
Yeah, she pregnant.
They got another little girl.
That has a disability as well.
Yeah.
So little girl, because she was getting on the bus before.
Yeah, she's like 7.
Yeah. Yeah, she's pregnant.
Ooh, they about to be pissed.
Yeah, I know. She's showing. She's like 6 months, 5, 6 months. They're just so young though.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
I ain't gonna say all that, but I don't know
That's fielded in the end zone.
First of all, bitch, you need a car. Why do y'all have one
And
car?
he'll make it across the 20.
Everybody get a car.
Maybe she got my fast and work. She ain't ready to stay live here.
Everybody can, well, maybe she needs to work, but everybody can't afford 2 cars.
Did you say you see her at the nail shop? She can get her nails done. She can holler at something.
Yeah, they was at the nail shop when I was there. Everybody can't afford that shit. Motherfuckers is champions.
At the 23-yard line.
Everybody was broke this weekend. I have never seen this many cars.
Oh, this weekend?
Here's the first carry for Tariq.
Just missed.
It's a 6-yard gain
That's
on the
what kills
ground.
us so
They'll make it
young.
2nd and 4.
But where is the baby gonna go?
They'll just just like your
They'll run on second down.
just like
and he is
your cousin is
his
tracks
behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Ricky, that's my
That was a
cousin.
safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind.
I'm just saying,
He hits like a
man.
linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL.
It's just a simple fact knowing what they about to go through. Like,
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
It's gonna be hard. You that young. Let's just looking back. I see why people used to look at us like that. Like, you need to slow that because this shit crazy. But, you know.
And for now, it's a lot harder.
Taylor now returning it.
I was just telling my homeboy at work, like how the
A
person
good
who
return
was
there,
here,
17 yards.
I said, well, what you gotta understand is a lot of our parents' generation are fuckers. They're not paving the way how they should have. A lot of them is still staying on low income in Section 8. Like, you're supposed to struggle in your twenties. We understand that. You know, you struggle a little bit, you get yourself together, and then you move on. But if you're staying on Section 8 for the rest of your fucking life, that's why a lot of people in the 20s are still homeless, you know, when they're on the street because they're not even giving them that wiggle room.
Second down, it's
I said a lot of people gonna be living dorm style for the rest of their life in California because they're not even giving them nowhere to go.
That one a gain
They don't
of
even have
20
nowhere to
and
go.
a first down.
They have to stay at home with their parents because they're not even making these like fast food jobs. These are supposed to be for teens. That's not supposed to be for adults. Like, you're fucking with the economy over here. I said if I was a teenager, I would rob you. I would. Because that's a job for me. There's no summer youth employment programs like there used to be. All these little Albertsons jobs. I said, it was a lady who came into my job the other day working at Robinson. I said, I worked at Albertsons in high school. You're 50 years old. Why the fuck are you still working at Hulu for legs?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The second down play results
No, let's just
in a
be
loss
for
of
real
2
here.
yards.
Level up. You're too old to be working at Hulu for less.
A lot of people get comfortable, Patty.
No, fuck comfort. That's the problem. But you fucking it up for your kids. And then you wonder why all the kids is committing all these crimes because they gotta do what they gotta do. Because if I was in a situation, that's what I would do.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
What you gonna do? Your parents got bills due. And your parents is bums.
Occupy some space and kind of body
What are you
people
gonna do?
away and catch
You gotta
the
do what you
football.
gotta do, right?
But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he does some dance classes in his
You gonna do what you gotta do, right?
No.
I'm just saying, you're fucking up the economy. You coming up here, you're fucking up the economy. You're fucking up the pecking order.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he is met quickly
So that's why you
in
get
the
people like that who come in our building throwing shit at us because, yeah, it's out of order. You're not supposed to be on Section 8 for 30 years. You're supposed to be on Section 8 until you get yourself a job, you're sustainable, you can spread your wings and fly.
And my guess
But you don't make it a lifestyle.
other sideline as a play caller.
You coming up here making it a fucking lifestyle.
It's on them, Patty.
But it's not on them because the parents are supposed to pay the way for the kids.
And that's one of the reasons like
And you got a whole generation who fucked it up for that
uses
shit.
the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go. People got to say, blast
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
But my coworker was beating herself up today, calling herself the black sheep of the family because she said her mom told her, you need to go to school to be like a nurse or a lawyer or something. She got her BA communication. I said, I got mine in journalism. So I said, I feel like they have good intentions. I said, it's better than them not telling you nothing. I said, it's better than you living in the shit. Like the baby daddy family.
Here on their opening drive.
I feel like they keep real. And I feel like they have the best
And that makes the score 7-0.
I don't know, but that's on them. That's all I can say.
This fielded at the 2.
Hey, you live with it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive,
but you gotta think of my family though. Like they gave me a lot of different examples. Like her, my uncle told me stories of their friends in the projects and them got not doing nothing with themselves.
I've heard from guys.
All the stories that they told me, so I
if you
didn't
don't
want
have
to be
nerves
like
at the
that.
start of a game, it's not going to be.
They told me their friends walking across the shades pregnant or in jail or dead, or they had nothing. Me hearing that is nothing. I don't need
That's what all the guys are looking for.
Okay, that's good. I don't hear it or showing me pictures or.
So here's a first
you know, my family, a lot of people came up our house. So you hear about someone so they died or like hearing all that stuff is traumatizing for you.
That play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what scares me even more. Like, damn, I went to school and got a fucking degree, and I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? And that's not enough.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky.
Oh, it's totally enough, but that's
it's
not
his
enough.
target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here.
Pick! Come on!
Throw's going to be incomplete.
You said what happened?
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top
wait, what'd you say? I can't hear you.
face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv.
A serious question?
Madden NFL. 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skip.
You said you ran the ball 6 times?
Back as a Madden Classic champion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Damn, I need my headset.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
Yeah, man.
Incomplete.
You said the heat.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Looking to throw again.
Trubisky.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess that's
got him. Got him.
Picked up by Anton Exum. And he'll take it across midfield.
Baby, he went right to it.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways
now
to
come out
offensive.
Run. I'm about to
This is not the type
play.
of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A bit of an opening.
Why is my man running that way?
They get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to second and 4. Second down, McKinnon.
On to the house.
He's got the first down here
To the
inside
house.
the 30.
To the house.
Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with his second touchdown here in this.
I'm running the ball every play if I have to, bro.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14.
Single back in the pistol. That's it. I think it's like Trey something. I tell you when I get on offense. 3 receivers on one side. I tell you when I get back on offense. I'll tell you the shit.
The 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Lock in. Alert. On the team. Move.
Trubisky on first down.
Pitch! That's Richard Sherman!
Incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman. Able to get a hand in. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in NCAA's history. Over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now Trubisky to throw.
This is number 18. Which one is he, man? He's studying getting old. I'm not going to run him up.
25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
18.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right.
Wow, bro, that's crazy.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now the Bears will use as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Trubisky. It is intercepted at the goal
Let's
line.
go.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquisky Tart. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
hey, you be using that double team shit, Robbie?
That might actually pop and turn into a big play.
That double team shit, where you can double, like I did a mic, but you can double team.
Why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away.
That shit right there, boy.
There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. This will probably be the last play of the